everybody? This is El Presidente here with the Chainsaw Symphony 91.3 WTSR Trenton. Right now, we got a dude on the line named Marcos Leal. He's the lead singer from Shattered Sun from Alice, Texas. Their new album, Hope Within Hatred, is out now on Victory Records, and these guys are gearing up for a stint on this year's Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festival. Marcos, thanks so much for calling us. How are you doing today?
Doing great, man. Hope everybody's doing good over there.
Yeah, great. Where are you calling from today?
Calling from Alice, Texas, man. Enjoying my last few days here at home before we hit the road.
Yeah, there you go. You guys are back on the road soon. What, Mayhem is in a week or so?
Yeah. We actually leave on Monday, so we get a little bit of time for Father's Day and got to hit the road. So.
Awesome, man. Good stuff. You just wrapped up a tour with Exodus and Testament. How did that go?
Oh, man, that was a rager, dude. It was just not only a awesome time, for the shows and all the exposure that we got, but also a great time for us to learn from the veterans, and they really took us under their wing, man, and it was just a great experience, man, on every level.
That's awesome. Yeah, you were on tour with your manager, right, Chuck Billy from Testament?
Yeah, dude. It was a good time because Chuck was really since the day we met him, he's always kind of been the mentor and filling that mentor role for us. I remember when we first sat down and kind of discussed, when we were signing with breaking bands, that was kind of one of the first things that we talked about. Like, hey, man, maybe one day we would get Tested In and Shattered Sun and Exodus. I think Anthrax, the band on tour, and we didn't get Anthrax, but I mean, just the fact that it came true, it came from Chuck, Johnny, it was just awesome, man. It was kind of a dream come true scenario.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid tour package right there. Great tour for you guys to go out on as a newer band. And, your management team is crazy. I've never discovered a band through their manager. Like, I could probably name on one hand how many bands that I actually know who their management is. But you guys have a real all-star team. Maria Ferraro from Adrenaline PR, who I've met a few times, and she's just really, you talk about somebody with a motor that just inspires you. Really cool person. And, of course, Chuck Billy of Testament, legendary, great thrash metal band, one of the best of all time. And then John Zazula from Megaforce Records used to manage a little band called Metallica, right? So
yeah. It was
How did you get in their crosshairs and get signed from them?
It's kind of a super long story, but I'll shorten it down as much as I can. It's basically the worst thing that happens to a local band, as far as when you're a local band, you're trying to take the next step to that next level, and of course, things that come up is buying on the tours, buying on the shows. You know what I mean? And basically, long story short, we gave a huge sum of money to a promoter to get us on tour, and we basically got stranded. We didn't have enough money. We were stranded in California on the side of the road, and basically it was like a nightmare scenario. But through that, a friendship formed with Mike Sarkeesian from the band Mindshank, and kind of kept in contact with him, for a while. And once we kind of finished the title track of this new album, Hope Within Hatred, I sent it over to Mike and said, hey, is there anything you can do, help us advance to any kind of level? And he said, hey, I know this girl named Maria. She owns Adrenaline PR. Let me think PR deal. At the moment, breaking band was just kind of an idea. It was just kind of something that they were thinking about doing. And she was just like, hey, I love the music, screw the PR deal. Do you guys want a manager? And we were just like, yeah, what does it mean? We were very young and naive. And she was just like, well, let me run it by my business. So if they liked it, we're going to call you guys back. We had no idea it was Johnny D and Chuck Billy.
Yeah.
So they gave us the ring a little bit later on, and they said, hey, we want to come down to Texas and find you guys. That's kind of how it went, and it was just kind of like, by the end of the week, they were flying down, and we were performing for them, and it was just kind of stars aligned, and it was kind of our big through the worst thing that could ever happen. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's
really a really cool story.
That's crazy. So that's pretty prevalent still, buying on the tours and everything.
Yeah, well, at the time, it's not no more now that we're on, the actual label and doing that. But when you're a local band and you're just I'm tired of playing in my hometown. How can we get out there?
Yeah.
Get with a band that actually draws. Well, the young naive kids, that's, hey, give me $5,000 tomorrow, and
Wow.
most of the time, we were running to pay it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just one of those things. It's the ugly side of the business. You know what I mean? There's a lot of sharks out there, but had we not done that, had we not got stranded, had any of those things not played out that way, we would have never found Maria, would have never found Johnny and Chuck. So
If you guys have the talent, which you obviously do, and you're willing to shell out that kind of dough, like, before you even made it, and that's pretty, that shows the dedication. So I could see how that could.
It was something that we were just like working and on our off time, you know what I mean, just playing shows and writing music. So basically every dollar we made, you know what I mean, we put it right back into the band.
I got to say, I watched your video on YouTube, aside from music, the BBQing on a budget. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm actually a caterer part-time. I used to do it full-time for a little while and stuff. So you said your family has a barbecue catering business. Is that right?
No, it's just kind of my uncle used to do it for a while, and then I think he stopped doing it, and then it's just barbecuing is just kind of a way of life down here. Like, there's always barbecue every weekend. There's always somebody's got something else, and it's kind of turned into somewhat of a competition, every now and again.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a way of life, and that's something we take on the road with us. We take it to the studio with us. I feel like it's a big icebreaker for us. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey.
we were on tour with Testament and Exodus,
Yeah.
We're all cool, but it wasn't until the day that we broke out the barbecue pit and made some fajitas that everybody was like, oh, these guys are cool. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's a communal experience, man. Barbecuing, you know what I mean? And everybody's got to eat, so people appreciate good food. And that's what I love about cooking. It's kind of like the whole music thing. People come together over it. And
yeah, man, we definitely tried to bring that on the road with us because, I mean, it's already hard enough for everybody out there, you know what I mean, being away from home. Nothing, like throwing $50 between, 10 dudes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there you go, you got the burgers, and everybody feels like they're at home.
Are you going to bring the hibachi to Mayhem Fest or some kind of setup?
Actually, it's actually we got a bigger trailer,
Nice.
And I was scoping it out yesterday. I was like, you know what? I could take 2 grills. I could take my grill, take the smoker, have meat on the grill all the time.
Yeah, dude.
We're definitely looking to make some friends this summer.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Dude, I can remember, I think it was Ozfest 2004 or 5, somewhere around there, right? I was interviewing Lamb of God, and at a really cool setup. Somebody had the hibachi going, was cooking the whole time. And later on in the day, it was getting a little bit later. I think Judas Priest was headlining that year. People were getting blitzed, and everybody just ate everything off the barbecue except this one piece of chicken fell on the ground, right? And it's gets all this dirt all over it. Somebody's like, it's still good, it's still good. They throw it back on the grill. It's just a mess. Nobody's touching it. Along wanders Randy from Lamb of God, just kind of stumbling a little. It was hot as hell too, so I'm sure that had something to do with it. And he just wanders over and picks up the piece of chicken before anybody could say anything. He just starts chowing down on it, and you can even hear the crunching of the gravel and stuff. And nobody had the heart to tell him, yeah, just enjoy that, man.
Having a good time.
Yeah, he walked away, and I don't know what he thought, but maybe he shed blood later. I don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, we definitely. It's hard on the road because you got to do everything makeshift. You know what I mean? And I couldn't tell you how many times we barbecued, but it was just I forgot this, or damn, I forgot that. But you just have to improvise, man. I think at one point we were using we got all this stuff to make burgers, and we didn't get cheese for the meat. What the hell do we do? And it was hey man, we asked the venue, and we used a bunch of salt and pepper packets. And
there you go.
Swear to God, man, it was just salt, pepper, and cheese on that burger, and it was the best meal that we had, up to that point in the tour.
Yeah, you just make it work,
Yeah, exactly.
And nothing like a burger off the grill, so that's cool. You guys, like I said, you're on Mayhem Fest this summer, and anybody you're looking forward to possibly meeting? I know your boy Vinnie Paul from Texas there is going to be there with Hell Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to meeting Vinny. Obviously, Pantera is like God to us, you know what I mean?
It's got to be a huge deal down there, right?
Yeah, definitely. And, one, we're both big barbecuers. Two, we're both big Cowboys fans. So
yeah.
I'm taking my Cowboys jersey just because I want that picture with Vinny. But, other than that, man, I'm looking forward to hanging out with all our label mates, from the other bands. I'm looking forward to hanging out with our buddy Gary Holt. You know what I mean? We hit it off very well with Gary on the road. So
he's killing it in Slayer right now, man.
Yeah, exactly. He's a really good dude, man. He really took us under his wing day one. We really formed a great friendship with him. So looking forward to getting out there, man, and just killing it, dude. I know everybody's telling us they're scared of the heat, but we're from South Texas.
Yeah,
built for that.
That's nothing for you. So you're rubbing elbows with like Metal's elite. Have you gotten starstruck at all, like recently, like meeting all these people and hanging with them, or anybody comes to mind that you particularly were a little lost for words?
Yeah. You know what? The first night when we played Regency Ballroom on the Testament tour, I think we were loading out our equipment, already, and walked past me, goes Phil Demmel from Machine Head, and it's like one of my biggest fans. And at the time, I had a few drinks to me, and he walked past, was all, Phil? He turned around, he's like, hey, what's up, man? And, it was nothing too big, but I wanted to tell him in that moment, like, Rob Flynn is like, one of my biggest idols. Like, I know every word to every song, but I didn't want to be that guy. So,
yeah. Play it cool.
Play it cool.
Well, I was also watching online you explaining the new album. Like I mentioned, it's called Hope Within Hatred. It's out now on Victory Records. I saw you, it was like track by track. You're explaining kind of like each song and the lyrics and where they came from and stuff. And where do you personally do your best writing? Have you ever written a song on the can, like during like a double flusher or anything like that? I know it's not a romantic way to write a song.
No, you know what? Actually, a lot of the writing, I say a lot of my best writing is done here at my home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when we get into the studio and it's like, write this part, and we're in a hurry. Come on, like, write this. Like,
forced.
Like it's forced and it's not organic. Like at home, like I can hear the track. I'll be watching a movie or something else. A line will pop up that'll resonate in my head, and it'll go with what I was writing before, and it'll just spawn something that's totally organic. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Those are like the track off the album of Burning Regret. You know what I mean? That was something that's like organic. You know what I mean? 281. That was something that was just organic.
Cool.
The majority of those songs are, but you can really tell the difference between the songs that had to be written right there on the spot and the songs that were given, the proper thought.
You're right. Let's talk about like songs evoking certain emotions and stuff. Are there any songs that make you cry? Or is it
like just in general?
Yeah, like I was thinking Cats in the Cradle, like Ugly Kid Joe's version. I was listening to that the other day. And when's the last time, have you ever cried from a TV show or movie, like in the recent past?
Yeah, you know what? Walking Dead, I think when they killed, what's the name, babe? The guy from Walking Dead's old man. Herschel, when they killed Herschel, that was definitely that was a tearjerker for me.
But, I tried. I had to fight back tears during the last episode of Breaking Bad when Walter died. I was like, "What the hell's happened?" First, I think I was crying because I didn't have a TV show to watch anymore. But then it was just like you get, I don't know, you get tied up with these characters and stuff. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, definitely. I feel the same way about Breaking Bad and Walking Dead. Those are kind of like our shows, but I would say. Song probably when I hear Hollow from Pantera. That's kind of a song that gets me emotional because it feels like he's talking. Yeah, it feels like Phil's kind of talking to Dime, and the words to it, and the way Dime makes his heart cry.
Oh yeah.
Just one of those songs. You know what I mean? When you hear it, it really hits.
Yeah. Were you a big Pantera fan when Dimebag passed?
Yeah, man. I actually remember it distinctly. I remember the morning waking up, you know, to go to school and, you know, hearing that on our local radio station, Q101, and right after, you know, saying that they didn't really have any words to say, you know, they just kind of announced it. They kind of caravan and kind of was
Wow. Yeah.
one of those moments that just I'll remember the rest of my life.
I found out the same way. You know, this is like pre-internet, before everything was like instantly available. I heard on my local radio station, WYSP in Philly, and yeah, I remember it vividly. I was a huge Pantera fan. You know, I got to meet Dime and Vinny one time, and it was awesome. It was just like reaffirmed everything. You know, like they're the coolest guys, and what a band. I mean. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, it does take on a new meaning now. For the longest time, I got sad when I heard Pantera songs, you know what I mean? And now it's...
Yeah, you know, like every time we're out and about, you know what I mean? When a Pantera song comes on, you know what I mean? No matter what it is, it just... What I love about them most, and I try and do this too, is, you know, it emotionally evokes you in so many different ways. Like, you know, like when I hear Heresy or, you know, any of those songs, like all I want to do is just, you know, pound booze, fight somebody, you know what I mean?
Right. You know, like the home videos, you know?
You're just like, you know, instantly what I always think is, you know, he didn't deserve to go that way.
Horrible.
I mean, he's just an amazing musician, man. I wish I would have got the chance to meet him, but, you know, hopefully I have a chance to meet Vinny and tell him, you know, how influential they were to us even wanting to do music, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure you will this summer. And, you know, that kind of makes me, I just thought that kind of makes me think why Vinny wouldn't want to do, you know, everybody asks Vinny Paul, would you do a Pantera reunion, Zakk Wylde on guitar, you know, would you do it? But, you know, think about you and me are talking about getting emotional hearing Pantera songs. Imagine how that would be for Vinny, who, you know what I mean, his brother, his left arm, you know, it's like... why would he want to do that, especially with a couple guys that he doesn't talk to anymore, you know?
Yeah, I've always looked at it like even if Vinny, you know, reconciled with everybody, I kind of looked at, put it into our perspective. Like, I would be very insulted if, you know, someday our band reached that pinnacle level and, you know, we were to lose one of our guitar players. People would be cramming it into my face. Just do it with this other guy.
Yeah.
Do it. And, you know, everybody in this business has ulterior motives. You know what I mean? Like, It's not, you know, to some people, I'm pretty sure it's a paycheck. You know what I mean? And there's just one of those things that, like we were talking about earlier, it's just organic, and nothing's going to replicate it, like, no matter how cool it would be for the fans.
Yeah.
I just see Vinny looking at it as like, hey, you know, that's never going to be again without time. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I kind of feel that I don't feel like it's something that'll happen.
Nah.
Out of that, you know what I mean? It's this Dime's thing. I think Vinny thinks if somebody else becoming disrespectful, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Pantera was Vinny and Dime for the longest time. That's where it started, and without him, it's, you know. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna just I'll let you go in a couple of seconds. I just want to mention the new album one more time, Hope Within Hatred. It's on Victory Records now. Shattered Sun, they're going to be on tour all summer. The Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festivals, you could check them out there on the Victory Records stage. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Now, have you invested in your voice? Like, have you seen a ear, nose, throat doctor in the last couple of years? Have you seen a vocal coach? You know, a lot of people, like, blowing out their vocal cords. I saw that guy, Sam Smith, just had a hemorrhaged vocal cord. He had to have surgery. Have you taken those precautions since you're using your voice more now and it's basically your career?
I'm honestly looking into it. I know Chuck is kind of a big guy on, you know, he's the one who kind of taught me how to truly warm up and, you know, do all that stuff and, you know, take better care of my voice, you know, as far as like smoke and stuff like that. I mean, that's all things that, you know, are still, you know, very new to me, you know what I mean? And I'm sure I'm going to, you know, definitely invest in it. And, I mean, I'm not going to say here that, you know, I'm never going to have problems with my voice, but thank God I have somebody like Chuck there to always kind of be by my side and kind of be watching me and keeping an eye out, making sure I'm doing things right.
Yeah, that's cool, man. He seems like a mentor for you.
Definitely.
Has he give you a Chief vaporizer yet?
Actually, yes, he has. And we throughout the first week of the tour, you know, my voice, I was having a hard time adjusting, you know, to everyday life.
Yeah.
You know, it came up and he was like, maybe it's because you're smoking. You switched to this. I switched to the Chief the rest of the tour, and man, my voice never gave me a problem the rest of the time. So
there you go.
I recommend it.
The Chief. That's a great commercial.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you, before I let you go, I'm going to give you a quick rapid fire, either or. Just answer honestly, whatever comes to your head first. You could explain a little if you'd like or talk it out. Real quick, rapid fire round. Cat or dog?
Dog.
All right. Tequila or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Judas Priest, Iron Maiden?
Maiden.
All right. Guitar solo or breakdown?
Solo.
Okay. And Brian Johnson or Bon Scott?
Oh, shit.
Stumped you.
Well, I'd say Bon Scott, just he's the legend, you know what I mean? But you got to give Brian some props.
Oh yeah, I can't. I'm going to see them in August here in Jersey. I can't wait to see AC/DC. It'll be my first time.
Yeah, man, that's definitely the music we were brought up on, man, and it's good to see all those, you know, the older acts, you know, still playing. I know Maiden just announced something yesterday, man, and it's just you know, you look at bands like that, you look at Exodus, you know.
Yeah.
That's what young bands like us aspire to be. You know what I mean? So it's
right.
That's out there still dominating. You know.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Marcos, thanks so much for talking with us. I really appreciate it. Everybody check these guys out on the Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festival and pick up the new album, Hope Within Hatred, on Victory. And we're going to hear a track from that right now. Anything you'd like to add before I let you go?
Nothing, man. Just come out and make sure you see us all summer long, Mayhem Fest on the Victory stage.
Sweet, man. All right, take care, brother. Appreciate it.
You too, man. Bye.
All right, bye.